Alrighty, same deal as yesterday with Avery Johnson. We're going to go through every single play from Rocco Becht here throughout the flow of the game. Look at the situation and look how Rocco Becht ultimately outplayed Avery Johnson and won this football game for Iowa State. So, first play, they get the ball first. It's pouring down rain, right? It's the same conditions as we just dealt with in Ireland yesterday or 2 days ago on the Avery Johnson video. So Rocco Becht gets the ball here, and this is something that was pretty apparent throughout the game. I thought K-State did a decent job early stopping the run. But Iowa State held the ball. They kept getting first downs, and Rocco Becht was a big reason why. All right, so this is the first play of the game. It's a run. It's now 2nd and 8. We don't need to see the run play because we're looking at Rocco Becht here. All right, he's changing the play at the line. Getting to another run, and this one goes outside. Not quite a first down, so we're going to have a 3rd down coming up here. Honestly, I want Hansen to stick his foot in the ground and get upfield right there. I'm just looking at Hansen from a running back prospect. He's pretty good, 6'2", 220 pounds. But now we get a 3rd and 4 from Rocco Becht here. And again, this is what we saw all day from Rocco Becht. He calls his own number, gets a good block there, spin move, first down. Okay, so that's all Rocco Becht. Great play by him to extend the drive on the first drive of the game in the rain. It's a good block by Benjamin Bramer who comes around. I like him as a tight end prospect as well. I think we're going to get another run play here, so we don't really need to watch that. Okay, so we get 4 on first down. It is 2nd and 6 to go for Rocco Becht. Play action on this, just airmails it a little bit. It's a little high for the receiver. You'll see if hopefully I can pause it at the right time. You see the receiver has to leave his feet. The ball is above his head still. Just can't hang on to it with the contact from Austin Romaine. Another good player. 3rd and 6 now. And again, we talked about it with Avery Johnson the other day. What do the quarterbacks do when they make a bad throw, right? He made a bad throw that would have been a first down if he hits him in the chest. But now it's 3rd and 6. What does Rocco and the Iowa State offense do? Nothing. Can't get the first down there, and that is ultimately how Iowa State ends up punting on the first play or the first drive of the game. But they were able to get a couple or one first down. I think they killed about 5 minutes of the clock on the first drive of the game. Looked like he had a guy open right there, just couldn't pull the trigger, so he goes down. K-State gets off the field. It's now an immediate turnover, right? This is when K-State turned the ball over on their own 8. Iowa State's it was on the Dylan Edwards muffed punt. So you're going to get a Hansen run here, which we don't need to see. Okay, so Rocco Becht drops back on 2nd down. Boom, sacked by Toby Osunsami, who, again, had a really good game. I believe he's a redshirt sophomore, maybe. I mean, really quick to the ball. Nothing Rocco Becht can do about that. That's a great play. Hits the London freeze pose right there. Okay, so now you're going to get the 3rd down. This is a great play by Rocco Becht, but it's just a bad play by VJ Payne. You're going to see the safety right here. He is eyes in the backfield. They're so worried about Rocco Becht's legs. He's eyes in the backfield. He doesn't hit the corner route. He's just roaming left, holding VJ Payne's eyes the whole time, right? Watch VJ Payne. He's looking at Rocco Becht the whole time he's rolling left, avoiding Osunsami, who's unblocked, and then VJ Payne just grabs the receiver. So honestly, I mean, good play by Rocco Becht. It was kind of just the fear of his legs. So now they get 1st and 3 on the 3-yard line. And I believe someone on K-State makes a touchdown-saving tackle on this play. It's more a group of people, but VJ Payne is in on it, and then a couple of the D linemen as well. So now you get to 2nd down. Whoops. Bad toss from Rocco Becht. So again, that doesn't go as Um, I mean, it's not directly, I don't think, statistically recorded to Rocco Becht as a fumble. I could be wrong. But regardless, it is a fumble on the catch right here, just at his head, hits him right in the face mask. And then K-State recovers. So no doing on the short field position there for Rocco Becht. But again, K-State hasn't been able to do anything on offense either. Iowa State's defense is playing really well. So now it's still 0-0. Rocco Becht gets the ball back. And they're going to try to start on the ground. But Austin Romaine is there to fill that gap. So we'll skip ahead here. It's going to be second down. Good timing throw from Rocco Becht right there. It's going to set up a short third down. 3rd and 3 to go here. And this is something that Rocco Becht did all day for most of the day. That first drive, he obviously didn't get that third down. He did get one with his legs. Again, right here, he's looking, and then he just misfires. So where I looked at Avery Johnson the other day, at least early in the game, Rocco Becht was not converting on these third downs, which obviously Avery and company weren't converting on early either in the game. So it's kind of just a really rough game to start for both offenses. Like, there was some good things happening for Iowa State. They were taking some time off the clock, getting 1 or 2 first downs a drive. But ultimately they couldn't, just push the ball down the field. And then they get the ball right here off a bad punt from K-State. They get it on the 49-yard line. So they're already in plus territory when Rocco Becht takes over here. He's changing something at the line, and then it's just going to be a handoff here. So no need to watch this play. We're going to get the 2nd and 8 here. Again, we're in the first quarter still. Second and 8. You have 2 people on each side. He just goes to the flat. The tight end, Gabe Barkle. Easy completion. Let's go back a little bit. Let's watch it from this angle. Really just no one goes out with him in the flat. You can see 3 comes down too far on this receiver. It's just right over his head. It's a good read by Rocco Becht. It's a good play. Then on first down, they go quickly here, and Rocco Becht does play action. Boom, takes advantage of the aggressiveness of K-State's defense. Kind of a common theme throughout the game. Rocco Becht exploited, especially guys like VJ Payne. On defense, just exploited their aggressiveness. The safeties rushing up to the line to stop the run and just throwing it right in behind him. It happened on the last drive, which we'll get to later. But again, Rocco Becht delivers a strike, and now they're in almost in the red zone, just outside. 1st and 10. You get another play action, and this is a really, really great throw. I mean, this is a perfectly thrown football, right? I think we talked about it when Avery Johnson, when it was the kind of drop or no drop in the end zone where he threw it to Jace Brown. This one leaves no doubt. He puts it only where his receiver can get it. It's a great throw from Rocco Becht. Again, this is what happens, when Rocco Becht is on, he is on. He makes really good throws like that when the pocket's clean, and it looked really good there. Now K-State goes down and scores. This is fresh off of the K-State touchdown to tie the game at 7. Going to start with a run here, and Abu Sama does a really good job just to get back to the line of scrimmage, honestly. So we're going to get 2nd down, and about 9.5, 10 yards here, shifts the formation to the right. And this is something Rocco Becht does quite often, I've noticed on his tape. He just overthrows the check down. Right, it just mistimed a little bit. He thinks that his tight end's going to leak out a second earlier. And this is just Gabe Barkle here. He's just blocking, or Burkle. I don't remember what his name is. Gabe something. He's just leaking out, kind of gets hit. Oh, just misses it. Would have been a nice 5-yard completion. Instead, it's 3rd and 9. And this is the fumble by Rocco Becht right here. So watch Quay Moss. He's blitzing. The receiver knows he's blitzing. He does a little stunt. Boom. Just takes the ball away from Rocco Becht. K-State recovers. It's honestly just a great play by 6 right here, the West Georgia transfer. But Rocco Becht, he has to be a little tighter with the ball. You can't really see it from this angle. Hold on. Let's go back. Watch his hands. Watch his hands drop when he moves. Look. See his hands? His hands are below his waist. His hands are below his waist. And Quay Moss is just able to take the football right out of him. If he keeps that thing high and tight, you didn't have to worry about that. He's going to take a sack, but he's not going to fumble the football. So K-State gets a huge opportunity here. Obviously, we went through it yesterday with Avery. They blew that opportunity. They did not score. So Iowa State gets back on offense here. Questionable call here. Questionable no call here. Redshirt sophomore Donovan McIntosh is all over Benjamin Bramer out here. No call, no PI. So we're going to get the 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 play. He rolls right. Delivers a hospital ball a bit here. This is just a good play by the safety. The safety's just watching this play. You're gonna watch 18 just fly down here. He sees it. 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 Boom, hits him. Rocco just never saw him. So incomplete pass there. And then you're gonna get the 3rd and 10 here. Just a quick throw in the flat here. I mean, Hansen does a good job to power through the first defender, but ultimately they end up punting. So they're going to get the ball back here. 1st and 10 on their own 21 with 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. They shift the formation to the right. The tight ends come over. All right, so this almost ends up being an interception, and I think Rocco Becht kind of made the wrong read here. I think this is kind of one of those, like, where would you throw the football questions, you know? Like, he is ripping it on this because he knows it's man-to-man, right? You got man here. Or at least it's definitely a cover 3. It's definitely a cover 3. It looks like it's like a match zone, but you see Maldonado's out this far. Look at how open Bramer is right here. It ends up being nothing, but, I mean, Bramer has all the room in the world to run. So the ball gets tipped up, incomplete. Not a big deal. I think he just could have, waited a half second and went to Bramer on that. Easy completion. You're going to see him run. I mean, Romaine's got him. Romaine's on 18 right here. Or he's at least in the middle zone of the field. I don't really know what he was doing, to be honest with you. I'm not sure what Austin Romaine was doing. He takes 2 full shuffles, like he's taking a secondary lead in baseball to the left, and then obviously Bramer, I mean, he's so open. So it ends up being an incompletion. I think Rocco Becht could have made that a completion by just waiting a half second and taking the easy throw right over the middle. That's all right, though. What do they do when they bounce, or, when they bounce back from these, what do they do? 2nd and 10. Again, I think that's just a miss, even if it's a miss on the curl, the actual pass itself. But I think the read could have been better. And then this is where Iowa State's run game kind of picked up a little bit here. Great run by Abu Sama. It's well blocked. He gets out wide and gets out of bounds. So that brings up a 1st and 10. They're off their own 20. They're out a little bit further. I'm not really sure what happened here. All right, here we go. And this is a great play by Rocco Becht. Rocco Becht is so evasive in the pocket. One thing I've noticed when watching him, he is very, very good at avoiding pressure. I know he obviously got hit on the stunt for the fumble earlier in this game, but he sees it this time, is able to take the ball, tuck and run, and get some positive yards. So Rocco Becht moving forward is always a good thing. So I think he did a really good job of managing this game from a quarterback perspective. He brings up 2nd and 2 here on what easily could have been a sack. Play action. Great throw right into the hole of the zone. I asked this yesterday with Avery Johnson. What in the world is Rocco Becht supposed to do with that? This is textbook play action. I mean, it's play action. The tight end's going right to the soft spot of the zone along the sideline. Wide open. He just drops it. Just dropped the football. And again, that's 3rd string tight end. That's not one of their 2 starting guys. So it's a wide open play. He just drops it. So that leaves 3rd and 2 here. Stuffed on the run is Abu Sama. So that's going to bring up 4th and 1 here. And this is a great, I think this is a great adjustment by Rocco Becht. He sees the defense is in tight and he calls his own number, gets the linebacker to move left or move right to left, and then he just powers forward. I mean, Rocco Becht knew all game when it was time to call three his own number, and he did it. He did it all game. This is a great play. He spreads them out. You have Romaine and Powers outside the tackle, shifts over, and then boom, he just runs straight up the middle. It's blocked well enough to get 1 yard. So again, Rocco Becht starts to extend some drives, take some time off the clock. You'll notice they're going to third down almost every drive. They're keeping the ball on the ground. The ball's not hitting the ground. They're able to control the clock in this game, and that's what ultimately won it. But it's plays like that on 4th and 1 from Rocco Becht, changing the play, calling his own number, and moving the sticks. It's a great play by Chidobe Izor right there. Number 8 for K-State. Just another great completion by Rocco Becht. Again, Benjamin Bramer, a huge target, one of the most athletic tight ends in the country. Before he missed some time last year, and then you have him against this West Georgia transfer, Quay Moss out here, and Quay Moss has played good all camp. He's got rave reviews from Chris Kleiman. He's just not bigger than Benjamin Bramer. So it's a great play by Rocco Becht, and ultimately he delivers a ball, and they're able to get down into the 32-yard line of Kansas State. Again, starting this drive with a run. So now we can get to 2nd and 9. All right, Rocco feels the pressure. He rolls out. Receiver slips, but I think also Rocco kind of airmails this throw, but the receiver 100% slipped and fell down due to the rainy conditions, but he's able to avoid Purnell up the middle, and then, yeah, I mean, the ball is just a little, I mean, he's out of bounds. I mean, what? Watch this receiver. Watch this receiver when I pause it. And again, this was part of the problem at the beginning of this game. Is that their lines on the field, you couldn't see them. Look at him. This is the out of bounds line. This is out of bounds. He's over here. He's a full yard length out of bounds. So Rocco puts this ball in bounds, and the receiver's standing out of bounds. So again, yeah, I mean, you got to take a look at these things. This is why you watch the tape, because people might say that's a missed throw by Rocco Becht, but is it? He threw it in bounds, and his receiver was a full yard out of bounds. So that brings up 3rd and 8. Ooh, and again, Rocco Becht kind of delivering. It's the second time we've seen it this game on the drag over the middle of the field. Kind of a hospital ball. When you're throwing it and your receiver has no time to catch it because he's getting hit by a receiver just waiting for him, it's probably not a good idea to lead your receivers into that traffic. Boom, you can see Purnell lodges the ball out. Iowa State ultimately does not end up getting any points on this drive. So they're going to take a knee here to end the first half at 7-7, and they're going to come out with the ball. I think K-State had the ball first. Yes, K-State had the ball first to start. They go 3 and out, I believe, and then, I mean, this ball to me is underthrown by Rocco Becht here. 1st and 10, first drive of the second half. There's been really no offense going all game. It's still 7-7. Off the play action. It's a good play, and he beat him. He just underthrew it by a half step, a full step, whatever you want to say. DB's able to catch up, so it's a little underthrown by Rocco, and we know he doesn't necessarily have the best arm strength of any quarterback in this class, but Rocco Becht, again, he made the right read. If the throw is another yard out in front of him, that's a big play. One issue from Rocco Becht that I've seen is his, sometimes his decisiveness on getting out of the pocket. Like sometimes you'll see he rolls right, like when Purnell was blitzing a few plays ago, but this time he tries to juke and go the other way, and Osun Sami is just too athletic for that. He's not able to juke him. So if Rocco's dropping back and he's able to get out right here, maybe make a play with his legs over here, he needs to just immediately sprint to the right. But there's nothing for him to do when he tries to make someone miss in the backfield. So he's pretty elusive normally in the pocket, but that sack right there, I think could have been avoided by rolling out of the pocket to the right. Again, sets up a 3rd and 19. Now, this is a great play by him. I think I would have liked to see him throw this football. I think we could find someone open on this play. When he rolls out, he's looking down. He's looking down. Yeah, not really anybody open. Never mind. I mean, there's not really much he can do. One of these tight ends has to work back to the middle. Not able to do that, so Rocco ultimately just has to roll out and run out of bounds. So that's going to set up another punt for Iowa State. Now they get the ball back with 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. And this I believe, is a big-time drive from Rocco Becht. Again, starting with the run, Abu Sama up the middle. We didn't see much of Hansen early or in the middle of this game. He was on the first drive, and he really carried the ball down the stretch in the fourth quarter. But right there at Sama, he gets 2 yards. Next play, Rocco Becht drops back, stands in the face of pressure, and delivers an absolute strike. I mean, he's got multiple dudes bearing down on him, and he is tough in the pocket. Look at him. He's got guys 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bodies. And you can see the arm angle. He just kind of slings it right to him. Receiver does a good job holding on because that pass might have come out wobbly. But again, moving the sticks, taking time off the clock. Iowa State possessed the ball for 34 minutes of this game. It's a big reason why they won. They had the ball for 11 minutes in the fourth quarter. And it was more even the second half. They had this long drive in the second half, in addition to the 2 fourth quarter drives that were able to, seal the game for them. And it's because they were committed to running the football. This is another run up the middle. And now we're going to get into a 2nd and 8 situation again. This was one of the biggest plays of the day for Rocco Becht. I mean, he's dead to rights here. He's dead to rights here. He has Purnell blitzing. He juked out Purnell again. Purnell just couldn't get him on the ground because he's look right at him. I mean, where's he supposed to go? It's 1v1, Purnell versus Rocco, and he's able to split this. He's able to split this somehow. He's able to split these 2 defenders, get outside the pocket, and slide down for what ends up being a 5-yard gain. So a 5-yard gain or 4-yard gain, depending on what the spot was there, sets them up for 3rd and 4. And I believe they subbed, so they have to use a timeout here. They didn't sub fast enough. K-State had to be allowed time to sub. The play clock was about to run out, so they had to take a timeout here. So then you're going to get to 3rd and 4 on the 49-yard line. It's going to be another run to Abu Sama. And he's able to power forward just shy of the first down. So we're going to get 4th and 1 here. Big drive in the game. Sama's in the backfield, and it's perfectly read by Rocco Becht. He runs the speed option to the left side, and he's able to cut it upfield 1v1 on VJ Payne. He does a great job of setting it up with the pitch. Again, it's 4th down and 1. Rocco Becht is making great plays to extend the drive. So cannot be stated how well Rocco Becht played in the second half of this football game. Again, we saw in the first half he wasn't hitting some of those 3rd down checkdowns. He wasn't able to move the ball down the field. Some drops, right? We saw some things from the offense. Second half, completely different story. We see Rocco Becht getting 3rd downs. We see him getting 4th downs. Big plays in this game from Rocco Becht. So we get 7 on 1st down there. Again, this is the point in the game where K-State just kind of, I don't know if they got tired defensively or Iowa State just really started committing to the run game because it started to take off for them. Again, we're going to get another run here. And then I believe it becomes 1st and 10. I think they got a 1st down on that run. It's kind of a decoy play where the snap goes directly to Sama. Doesn't really yield that much positive gain. Rocco Becht 1v1. Honestly throws an incredible pass. This is a really, really good throw from Rocco Becht on the run, just kind of trying to throw it away, but also give his guy a chance. And Gabe Burkle, he came down with this almost. I mean, he caught the ball. He's just out of bounds. I mean, what a throw. Rolling right. Has to throw it over Obi Izor. Puts it only where his guy can catch that. Look at that. Look at that catch. I mean, his foot is just barely out of bounds, but that is a really, really good throw from Rocco Becht. Can't be intercepted. It's basically a throwaway, but also give your guy a chance. That sets up 3rd and 6. Incredible throw. Incredible throw from Rocco Becht. You can tell they want the whip route. You can see him. He changes the route. You're going to see it on the first. See him right here? He's going to change the route. See, there he is right there. He just changed the route. So he wants this guy to whip out and then this guy go. So he does the stutter and the whip. He's looking first. The whole time he's looking at this. He wants this little in and out. In and out. It's not there. So he looks over him. Boom. Resets his feet and delivers a absolute dime for a touchdown. I mean, that's a great throw from Rocco Becht. And like I said, you can see him changing the play call. Doesn't see him, reset, boom, perfect spiral, boom, perfect placement right over the defender on the double move. It was a great throw. It was a great catch. Now, K-State goes down and immediately scores, right? So now they have the ball. Iowa State has the ball with 14 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, and that's a great play by Rocco Becht right there. He's not able to control the snap, but he picks up the ball. We'll watch it from this angle. He's not able to control the snap, but he picks up the ball and is able to fire it for a positive gain. And that's just a concentration drop. It's not a perfect snap, but he has to catch that. But again, picks up the ball, makes the play. It becomes 2nd and 3. And then this is where they kind of get into the ground game here. There goes Carson Hansen up the middle. Huge gain. Set him up towards midfield here. You're going to get 1st and 10 right at midfield. Just shy of midfield, the 49-yard line. And this is kind of where Rocco Becht kind of took over the game. After that dropped interception. But I don't know if this is a miscommunication. I think number 4 is supposed to drift into this zone. But at the end of the day, I mean, Rocco Becht put this ball in harm's way. And that was a common theme last year. He put the ball in harm's way a lot. He had a lot of turnover-worthy throws in 2024. It was something to hope to get cleaned up. Now, obviously, this doesn't hurt him, right? Nobody's going to look back and say, oh, remember when Rocco Becht threw what should have been an interception, but the cornerback dropped it? And that's just bad back-to-back plays by Donovan McIntosh. I think he had a pretty good game overall. He gave up the touchdown that we just saw from the last Rocco Becht drive, and then right there he drops the interception. But then they are immediately able to bust off a 10-plus yard run to get a first down, which brings them to first down inside the 40. And we're going to get another 7-plus yard run on first down. It's going to make it 2nd and 2. So Rocco Becht put the ball in harm's way, but the run game for Iowa State in the fourth quarter specifically was dynamite. I mean, they ran the ball all over K-State in the fourth quarter. You can see it here. They're just gashing them 6-7 yards at a time. No meme intention there with the 6-7, but now they're almost inside the red zone on the 21-yard line. Rocco Becht rolls out, looks to make a play, and throws the ball away. So it's a good decision by him on first down. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10. And it's another run. You can see Abu Sama outside the tackle, picks up positive gain, makes it a 3rd and manageable. All right, so we're in about 3rd and 5 territory here. Rocco Becht, what does he do in this situation? He kind of airmails the throw. So this kind of goes back to when he's not doing it with his legs, can he do it with his arms on 3rd down? And we have seen some misses all game from him on 3rd down. All right, ultimately, that leads to a field goal. All right, so I'm going to pause here for a second. That leads to a field goal. The field goal makes it 17-14. Okay? The ensuing drive is the Avery Johnson 4th and 1 QB keeper where he gets hit by Jeremiah Cooper just coming downhill, making it a great play on the ball. So now Iowa State's going to get the ball on the 30-yard line. So they have 30 yards to go, and they're up 3 with 8 minutes left. So that was a big play, big changing point in the game, obviously. There's a risk for Chris Kleiman and K-State to go for it on 4th down. Rocco Becht is about to take advantage of that. Run game actually gets stopped a little bit here on 1st down, and that's going to set up a 2nd down and 8. And again, notice this, when I did the Avery Johnson video, you saw K-State a lot of times in a 1st and 15, or 2nd and 15, 2nd and 12, 2nd and 10. You're seeing every single time, and this is an absolute strike from Rocco Becht, But what I was saying is you're seeing a lot of Iowa State runs that are 2 yards, right? They're committed to the run. Their runs on first down are able to net them 2 or 3 positive yards, whereas Avery Johnson and K-State, they were not able to get positive momentum on first down, so they were behind the sticks a lot of second and 10s, a lot of second and 12s. So I thought that was a huge difference in this game. Now, Rocco Becht took full advantage of how well the run game was playing, especially in the fourth quarter. He was able to play off of that, and you're going to see it right here on this absolute strike to Benjamin Bramer. Again, I can't say enough good things about him as a tight end. So he comes right here behind the zone, right over the outstretched arms of Austin Romaine. It's a perfect throw from Rocco Becht, right in the soft spot of the zone, down inside the 10-yard line. And again, because of the run, they're looking in the backfield. It's just a great throw. I want to watch this again. I mean, it's just an absolute dime. You can see Romaine sinking right in here. Or, sorry, that's Gabe Powers. I was looking at the wrong guy. You're going to see Gabe Powers, who's 35. It's not 45. Close. But you're going to see Gabe Powers who didn't play many snaps in this game. Transfer from Ohio State. He just gets a little bit up too far and lets it go right back over his head. So Rocco Becht does a great job of exploiting Gabe Powers, who only played, I think, maybe 20 snaps in this game. Didn't see him out there a whole lot. But that becomes first and goal from the 7-yard line. And Hanson's able to get positive yards on the first play again. So that's going to set up second and 6, basically. Second and goal from the 6. And look, Rocco Becht calls his own number and is able to scamper into the end zone. It's a great run. He saw the hole. Look at him. Again, this is the second time this game we've seen him call his own number. When Rocco Becht calls his own number, he is able to push forward for a first down, for a touchdown. Again, Rocco Becht did outplay Avery Johnson. He did it mostly with his legs. He made some great throws down the stretch, but when it was push comes to shove, it's third down, you're in the red zone, he's able to move the ball with his legs. So Rocco Becht, I thought, played a really, really fantastic game, despite missing some of these throws on third down that we've seen. There's another strike. Again, another positive first down gain, right? You're getting 5 yards on first down. You're getting 4 yards on first down. Again, here we go. It's second and 6. They're just controlling the game, controlling the clock, 3-4 yards at a time, and with some explosive run plays mixed in. So Iowa State did a fantastic job of holding on to the ball. Again, K-State scored in one play after that Rocco Becht touchdown, so it's 24-21, 6 minutes and 23 seconds on the clock. Well, spoiler alert, K-State didn't touch the ball the rest of the game. So Rocco Becht absolutely owned this drive. He was able to push them forward, get first downs, take 6.5 minutes off the clock, and win the game. And you're going to see why. I mean, the run game right there, Carson Hansen, again, another run on first down. It's going to go for a positive gain of 2. Rocco Becht, play action, boom, hits the flat, and the tight end's able to fall forward for the first down. This is another great read by Rocco Becht. It's just a one read. They're doing play action here. The tight end's running, or not the tight end, the wide receiver on the outside is running a little curl route and is able to get the first down on the play. JK, he did not get the first down. 3rd and 1. Okay, so you're going to get 3rd and 1. And again, we're going to watch Rocco Becht go to work here on 3rd down. Exploit the over-aggressiveness of VJ Payne, and that's just a great play by Rocco Becht. It's one of the biggest plays of the game. 4 minutes and counting on the clock, right? Less than 4 minutes to go. 3rd and 1 on the 40. We're going to watch it from this angle, but I really want to watch it from the other angle here is what I want to do. So we're going to see the first time, but you're going to watch VJ Payne. Watch number 7 right here. He's the deep safety. That's his job. Look at him. He's full on the read option because of Rocco Becht's legs and what he can do with them. It's a great play call. He realizes it about right here that he needs to be about 5 yards deeper. And it's just thrown perfectly right in over the top. It's a great play by Rocco Becht to extend the drive and take another, considerable amount of time off the clock. I mean, they're able to run the ball for 2-3 yards here and there, and K-State couldn't get off the field. It was Rocco Becht making play after play on 3rd down. And the run game just picking up. I mean, Hansen was really good in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 9. Again, a 1-yard gain, that's okay. They're taking 40 seconds off the clock every single play. So it's really just a matter of, are they getting the 3rd down? Are they getting the 4th downs? And Rocco Becht led this team to do that all day. And again, it was a lot of their run game. But you can't fault Rocco Becht for that. Rocco Becht's playing off of this run game. He's doing it well. He's putting the ball on time, delivering it in a lot of situations, especially on play action. So I thought Rocco Becht did a really good job. Look at him. He steps up right here. He just takes what the defense gives him and is able to make it into a manageable down and distance. That's not a design. Austin Romaine just gets pressure up the middle, and Rocco Becht's able to take it straight up the middle, which brings up the biggest play of the game, 4th and 3. 4th down and 3. Right after the Rocco Becht scramble. Time on the clock here, I want you to notice, 2 minutes and 26 seconds. 4th down and 3. If they get this first down, the game is over. Whose hands are they going to put the ball in? Iowa State. Who is going to be the guy for Iowa State? I don't think they snap. Oh, it goes all the way down to the 2-minute warning, I'm pretty sure. Or they just take a timeout. Regardless, Iowa State didn't snap the ball on that play, but you got to put the ball in Rocco Becht's hands, and that's exactly what the Cyclones did. This is a great play call. They did it again. They ran it right to the flat, throw it out to Carson Hansen, and then Carson Hansen does the rest. Boom. Oh, all the way down to the 1. Ultimately, doesn't matter because the game was over on that point as soon as he got the first down. Better that he didn't score. But this is a perfect play. I mean, they took advantage of the over-aggressiveness of the edge players on K-State. You can see 47 just gets caught up, right? He's dropping into the flat, and he just kind of gets tangled up. You see him get tangled up right there with the tight end. That's the tight end's job on that play, to get to the outside shoulder of this edge-setting defender, make contact, and then look how open the flat becomes. There is nobody within 5 yards. Rocco Becht makes the easy throw, game-clinching throw. And again, it was the theme all day. Rocco Becht just made one more play than Avery Johnson and K-State. Rocco Becht played a phenomenal game. Again, he had some misses sometimes. I still think his NFL draft range is probably more in the Curtis Rourke, Quinn Ewers, kind of maybe late day 3 additions to the team. But he can definitely improve that, and he's a winner, man. He is a winner. He was able to win with his legs, win with his arm at times. And I thought overall Rocco Becht simply just played better than Avery Johnson in the football game, and that's why they won the game. So really good job by Rocco Becht and Iowa State to get a huge win to start the season in Ireland. But yeah, I think I'm going to do Jalen Daniels next from KU, maybe his first performance of the year. So if you like this content, hit the like button and follow me over on X. It's just my name, Taylor Zukowski. So I'll see you guys in the next one.